Stand by the open. Roll your open.
Live, local, now.
Coming to them on cam.
This is the news.
Stand by one. Mic 'em. One's up. Going to boxes
Good
next.
morning and thank you for watching the news at Daybreak. I'm Elizabeth Rollins. We begin with breaking news this morning. Savannah Metro Police are investigating a shooting
boxes are up.
at City Market in downtown Savannah. WTOC's Macy Lawrence
Stand by
is joining
Macy.
us now
No
live
stinger.
from the scene near Julian Street and Jefferson Street. Macy, what can you tell
Mike
us?
Macy. She's full. Read.
Well, right now I'm
Good.
here out in City Market, and the scene has been cleared.
Can't hear her in studio.
Right now, but they have the street cleaners out here.
Copy that.
cleaning
No
the
studio
area.
sound.
This is a very popular
You're welcome.
tourist destination.
VMP1
here in
next.
downtown Savannah. People will be here in just a few hours, but that's what's most concerning about the shooting. Now, we've had calls into our newsroom from early
VMP1
this
next.
morning about people who are concerned about the shooting. One man tells us that he can't even sleep knowing that there was a shooting right here in this area. And this is actually the third shooting that
VMP1's
we've
up.
seen in this area in the past year. Now, it was a much different
VO's
scene
up.
here just a few hours ago. This happened just before 1 a.m. and all of the restaurants and businesses that were open evacuated. Savannah
Kim, one, get me a
Metro
normal shot,
Police,
please.
Violent Crimes Unit had the area of St. Julian Street and Jefferson Street blocked off while they investigated. And now we do know who the victim is. His name is Keenan Gray. He is 25 years old and is a U.S. Army soldier. He was out here with friends. Police are reporting that Gray was shot after getting into an altercation with an unknown suspect. He is taken to the hospital and is currently in critical but stable condition.
Prompter hold at
Now it's unclear what
A3.
prompted this altercation that led to the shooting, and police are still working
And
to
she's
identify
full.
the suspect. Of course, we will
Going to
keep
Elizabeth
up with
next
this
on cam.
story and keep
Then
you
boxes with
updated.
Ron.
For
We'll
now,
sting
live
her
in
on the
City
wall
Market,
after that.
Macy
Mike.
Lauren, WTOC News.
Mike Elizabeth. She's up.
Let's check in now with Ron
Boxes-
Wallace with a look
boxes
at the
are
first
up.
alert forecast. Good morning, Ron.
Sting.
Well, good morning,
Mike him.
Elizabeth. It looks like
He's
we're
full.
headed for another one of those very warm days.
Dang.
Even we were starting out with radar this morning. We're showing you some shower activity and thunderstorms. Most of this beginning to weaken now and moving offshore. We're actually seeing some lightning continuing.
Alrighty. Good job.
Georgia
Got through that quite
and
nicely.
south. There was a significant amount of rain, but most of that's coming
Yeah,
to
I'll
an
take
end.
those overlapping
And
boxes.
we'll see later high pressure will remain, Atlantic high pressure will remain in control, which will keep us in the same weather pattern for the next few days, and then a little bit later.
Sam,
in
if
the
you
week,
killed
this
or moved
cold front
anything,
will
I don't have
begin
my
to move
monitor
south,
today for-
and that will have an effect, perhaps changing the weather pattern just a little
the
bit.
top of the screen. Look.
Current temperature 76
Hopefully that's
degrees
his thing,
with
not
the
us.
humidity at 85%.
I'll have to
and
look
we
at
should
Ron's
get up to
shot
about
later.
92 or 93
Doesn't
this
look like it
afternoon
should
for
be.
your
That
high.
might be.
And a little bit of
No, it's
sunshine
it's
later
it's
on
Western.
in
It's
the
the camera.
afternoon,
See,
and
it's
the rain
it's
could
not
start
us. Yeah, the
earlier.
camera's
Heading
doing
to the
that.
beach
See how it's gone now?
northerly, 88
It wasn't
high
us.
on Hilton
Single
Head,
shot on
about
Elizabeth,
89
camera
on
1,
Tybee.
15.
Water temperature 87. at
Coming to
both
single
beaches,
shot
rain
on
chance
camera 1
30%
next.
on Hilton Head, 20% on Tybee.
Then a
So
VO
be
in
careful if you're headed to the
P2.
beach. And over the next couple of days, it's a similar pattern, mainly afternoon showers and storms, but sometimes they're beginning to start a little bit early. So be careful and take care
Stand
of
by
yourself.
Elizabeth Mike, stand by camera 1.
And wear your sunscreen, Elizabeth.
Mike Elizabeth.
We're
She's up.
following breaking news
VMP2
overnight
next.
on Eastern Avenue. One man was shot around 10 o'clock
VMP2's
last
up.
night. He was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening
Stinging to her. We got
injuries.
A9
The
next. Stinging to her
investigation
on
is
cam, and then
ongoing.
VO in
Investigators are asking anyone
P3.
with information to contact the Savannah Chatham Metropolitan Police or Crime Stoppers.
It's Sting. Camera
Developing
1's up.
now, the GBI is investigating an officer-involved shooting north
VMP3
of Atlanta.
next.
This happened just
VMP3's
before
up.
midnight in Cherokee County.
Going to her on cam
Officials say a
next, and
man
then
committed a
boxes
crime,
with
then jumped
P1 and
into a police
P2.
cruiser, leading police on a chase. The suspect was eventually shot by police and taken to the hospital. No word yet on the suspect's
Stand by her on cam.
condition.
And camera 1's up. Going to boxes
Turkey
next.
is asking the U.S. to extradite a Muslim cleric, blaming him for the failed military coup. Fethullah Gulen
And
lives in a
boxes are
religious
up.
retreat center in Pennsylvania.
Going to Assat
Turkey's
in 3
president
next.
demanded his arrest or extradition Saturday morning. The cleric once
Assat
led
in 3
the
next.
Turkish populist movement, but he says he's been out of Turkey for 16 years and had nothing to do with the coup. Some people who live
Assat
near
in
the
3
center of
next.
Pennsylvania are praising his followers.
And track 3.
It's just people.
3's up.
They give us food and they always invite.
Thank
us
you.
to
She's going to
dinner.
read the end of this.
They
Then we're going to go to a VO and
give work when I
P1.
didn't have work. People they fear what they don't understand, and
And
they're different.
Miker.
More than 265 people
VO1,
were killed during the
VMP1
coup
next,
in
straight to
Turkey.
it.
Thousands of military officers have been arrested. More than 2,800 military officers have been detained.
And VMP1's up.
Take a look at this. Supporters of the Turkish president
On cam next, then
gathering
VOMP2.
outside the president's residence early this morning to show support for their leader. Hundreds waving flags and chanting slogans following the failed coup.
And she's up.
One Savannah man is concerned about
VOMP2
his
next.
family safety, who is in Turkey right now.
And
Mehmet
VOMP2's up.
Calan is a native of Turkey. He says
SOT in
his
3 next.
wife
It'll be a
and
double
daughter
SOT.
are there, and they've definitely been feeling the effects of the chaos. He says while the attacks were ongoing, they quickly went to the market to grab the essentials.
And track 3.
You would have
Three's
never
up.
ever
Little
imagined.
She's gonna read the end of this. I'm gonna sting to her on cam.
Early June when I was there.
Really sucks how like there's so many like people in the government that
This
make
was a
country
great
very
audio.
Turkey's not going to be the same again, ever.
Micah.
His daughter is a sophomore at Savannah Country Day School. His
Yep.
father says
Stinging to her
he's
on cam
disappointed
next.
at how things are unfolding in such a beautiful country.
Sting. Camera 1's up.
Happening now.
VOMP
the road
one
in
next.
Nice, where more than 80 people were killed and an attack has reopened.
And
However, things
VOMP
are
one's
hardly
up.
back to normal. Volunteers
A17 stinging to her on cam, then a
missing,
VOMP2.
including a Berkeley College student who ran from the attacks.
You can
and
clear your
hasn't
boxes
been
if I
since.
remember
18
correctly.
bodies have yet to be
Thank you.
identified of the 84 killed in those horrific attacks.
Sting. Camera 1's up.
Authorities say the bodies
VOMP2
of two
next.
Kentucky women have been recovered after their boat overturned in Lake Lanier.
VOMP2's
Officials from the
up.
Georgia Department of Natural Resources
Stinging to her
say
on
the bodies
cam,
of 45-year-old
and then a VOMP3.
Wissa McMahon and
Starting to see a
24-year-old
pattern here.
Jamie
Stand by
Reese
1.
were located overnight. They say the single vessel boat incident occurred on the southern end of Lake Lanier on Friday. Officials are still searching for
Stand
the
by
two
1,
men
stand by
that were
Stinger.
on board that boat.
Sting. Camera 1's up.
Developing now,
VOMP2
the Beaufort
next.
County Sheriff's Office is investigating a shooting that happened on Wildcat Lane in Burton.
And
This happened
VOMP3's
yesterday
up. Sorry,
afternoon.
P3 not too.
Deputies say the victim was visiting a friend's
Single
house.
shot next, then
The man
VOMP1.
walked up to the
No
car.
OTS,
The
I've been told,
suspect got into
correct?
an argument,
No
and that's when
OTS.
the suspect started
If you, we
shooting.
could have switched
The
them
victim
for you.
suffered a
Yep,
graze
no
wound, but the
OTS.
suspect took off. Anyone with information, please call the Beaufort County Sheriff's Office.
And she's up.
A
VOMP1
nationwide
next.
search is underway after a murder suspect managed to
A19,
escape from a
VOMP1,
courtroom.
and
Deontay
VOMP1's up.
Rosales, who
No
faces
OTS, so
murder
on cam to
charges in
VO
Fort
next.
Lauderdale, escaped during a hearing on whether he should face the death penalty. Police say somehow he was able to take off his cuffs and darted for the door before anyone could catch him. Police believe the escape was planned, and the sheriff says they will not stop until they get him back.
And she's up.
A Georgia man
VOMP2
has been charged
next.
in the shooting of a police officer who authorities say was lured into an ambush. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation
And
says
VOMP2's up.
22-year-old Stephen Beck was charged with several crimes, including attempted murder. The GBI says
On cam
Beck
next,
shot
then
Dallas
VOMP3.
officer Randall Hancock multiple times earlier this month. Beck was wounded
Stand
when
by
the
camera
officer
1.
returned fire and remains in the hospital. The GBI says Beck told investigators he ambushed the officer because he wanted police to kill him.
And she's up.
Georgia State
VOMP3
Patrol
next.
is investigating a wreck that left one man injured in Glenville.
VOMP3's up.
According to Seeger, GSP responded to the accident. Which
Straight to a
happened around,
VOMP1 next.
Early Saturday morning, GSP says a man driving an SUV westbound on Highway 196 failed to yield at an intersection, causing a semi-truck heading south on Highway 301 to hit him, running him off the roadway. The man driving the SUV was transported to the hospital with unknown injuries.
Stand
No
by
other
VO.
injuries were reported.
And VOMP1's up.
The 12-day police manhunt for a serial killer targeting
Stinging to
homeless
VO
men
and
across San
P2
Diego came
next.
To a dramatic end Friday when a pair of officers in California.
What Sky
came
Cam you want at the bottom of the
across
block?
the victim, who was
Airport Sky Cam's at the bottom of the
screaming
block.
an
Stinging to
hour
VO and
later,
P2
police
next.
found the suspect.
Then 1 T's and 3.
Court records found a history of arrest and mental competency hearings, including one ordering psychiatric treatment.
Sting. VOMP2's up.
Starting tomorrow, South Carolina DOT crews will evaluate a
1
sinkhole
T's and
that
3
opened up
next.
on Boundary
And then we'll
Street in
have a
Beaufort.
Sky Cam, it'll
Eastbound
be
lanes near
airport.
Jimmy John's and Marsh Road is still open.
1
but
T's and
there
3
are metal
next.
plates covering
Stand by
that
T's
hole.
music, stand by
Department
T's and
of
3.
Transportation is hoping to make the
Stand by
repairs
airport,
at
stand by
night to cut
airport.
down on the traffic, especially during the Beaufort Water Festival.
And T's music, T's is up. Airport's next.
Speaking of the festival, it continues today. If you're planning to head out there, we'll tell you about all the events in store.
And airport's up.
And here's a live look through the eyes of our WTOC Savannah Hilton Head International Sky Cam. Ron Wallace will have your first alert forecast next.
And kill Mike's fade to break. Good day, block everybody.